Welcome back to my channel. So I built this house last year and I said I wanted to take these towel holders off and put these up. And so I asked my neighbor how to do it, and he told me to get a screwdriver, put it off in there, push up and pull out. So that's what we're gonna do, is push up, and then he said it should just come right out. It should just pop out. And bam, it did. Thanks, Mike. So that's off, and this is what it looks like inside. So now we have to take that screw out, and I used a flathead screwdriver. This was a little difficult to come out, but I just kind of want to show the struggle here. It was screwing out, but then it was not coming out, if that makes sense. So there was something in the back of the screw that was keeping it. And I kept pulling on it. I kept unscrewing, pulling on it again to come out, and it just was not doing anything. It wasn't moving. So I said, okay, well, let me hold on to the black part and then see if holding on to that black piece and then screwing it would help. And so, that's what I did. So I just held on to it, unscrewing it some more, and was just praying and hoping that it would work. And it finally did, because something was on the back of the screw inside of the wall, because when I took it off, I heard something fall. And when I took it off, I was like, oh my goodness, look how big this hole is in the wall. That looks horrible.
Okay. All right.
So
here's your whole trick that I learned. Take some paper towel just to keep, just push it in there. Oop, a little farther than I wanted, but a spackle. And then we'll let that dry, and then we'll come back and do another. Wow. All right. Okay, we're gonna let that dry, and then we'll sand it off, and then may or may not have to do another coat.
All right, so shout out to Mike, my neighbor. Thank you so much. So this is what it looks like. It goes from pink to white. This is the spackling that he used to cover up that hole. The next day, I had to go to Sherwin-Williams and get some paint for 2 little spots in the wall. So I bought a quart of paint and came home and painted over the 2 holes from the towel rack. My bathroom was looking a hot mess, so I could not wait until this was over, because I can't deal. And then this is what it looked like when it had dried for a few hours. I know you can still kind of see it, but you won't see it because I'm going to cover it up. So here we go. Time to install these shelves, finally. So I got my lever out, making sure that everything was leveled. Which is, that part's easy. I had already marked where the holes were, and I had already leveled it out before, so I just put some little marks in the wall. Then it's time to drill the holes in the wall. So that was next. I was trying to figure out this drill. I've had this drill for about 3 years now, and this is the first time I'm literally using it. So put the drill bit in there. I had to change it out because the one that was in there was too small. because it was tearing up the plastic piece that goes off in there, so I had to change it out for a bigger bit. So that's what I did. And I also got my screws and the plastic part that's supposed to help with the acrylic, not mess up the acrylic on the shelves. So I got those ready. And I prepped the nails in there, just got them sitting off in there. Got my drill together, putting the battery on. You see the struggle because I'm just learning how to use this thing. And now it's time to put these nails in the wall. So it's a little, the way the shelves are made, it's a little awkward for me to try to put the nails in the wall. There wasn't really a lot of space. So for me to try to, maneuver that was a whole different, that was just a whole different mission. But I got it done, and they look good. But it was just a weird way to have to hold the drill. I almost knocked out my finger there, messing around with the drill. But eventually I got the nails in there. So after that, I made sure they were all tight. They seemed like they were like a little loose. So what I did, I took that bit off, and I was going to go and use the handheld one to see if I could tighten up the nails that were in the wall. But I quickly found out that's not how it goes. So once the drill puts it in there, then that's pretty much it. So this part right here, I didn't cut this out because I wanted to show this, because this was like a total waste of time. So there you have it. And now the first shelf is up, and now we're working on our second shelf. I made it all the way like up there because I'll probably store like my tall bottles on that first shelf. I don't know, but I just thought this was a perfect part. And then bam, there you go. I have my plant that's covering up that painted part, that painted towel wrap hole. And that's what it looks like. Then it's time for the cleanup. I'm so happy because, like I said, my bathroom has been looking bad for the last 3 days. So now, there you have it. My skincare shelves are up. And this is the other side of the sink. I only put one shelf up there because, I have 3. Doesn't make any sense. I just kind of wanted to have like this spa vibe in my bathroom. And that's it. Thanks for watching.